injection of energy to come home. Because frankly, it's been a little tough in D.C. lately. Folks, it is so great to look around this room and see how full it is. As I think about my time in the Senate, my proudest moments have been when I've been on the ground with our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. And what makes you so proud is they know what they believe. They're willing to fight for it, and they're sacrificing for it. They care about others and our future. And just to stand with them and to see the sacrifice they're making and their commitment just makes you feel good as an American. It makes me realize the only reason that I can go to Washington and fight in a suit and tie is because these people are willing to put on a uniform and go fight all over the world, risking their life every day of the week. That's my proudest moment. A close second is when I'm standing here in front of all of you. For many of the same reasons. You know what you believe. You're willing to fight for it. You're willing to sacrifice and give your time. As I look around, and this is a great view, and I wish all of you could take a minute just to look at all the county names around our state. And every time I see a name, I think of that group of you who are working and organizing, going to meetings, and believing every day that we can make this a better country, that we can make it free, that we can leave it better than we found it. And it's you that we can really hope for, because you are real. You're not an abstract hope. You're out there fighting for something that really works. As I go into the next election, it is very reassuring to know that all of you came here today, and that you came here to unite around a common set of principles that we're all going to go out and work across the state for. And not only show the people in this state what we believe and why we believe it, but everyone around the country who's looking at South Carolina and wondering, why do Republicans continue to do well here? It's because we believe something and we stand for something. You know, last week in the Senate, I was criticized by a lot of people, even some of my own party, after a reporter came up to me and said, does a parliament inspector leaving devastate your party? Now, I don't know. But I said I'd rather have 30 Republicans who believe in the principles of limited government, and free markets, and free people, than 60 Republicans who have no beliefs at all. We had 55 Republicans in the Senate when I arrived 4 years ago. We had a large majority in the House, and we had a Republican in the White House. But we lost the trust of the American people because we didn't do those things that we said we believed in. If I had anything to do with it, we're not going to do that again. Because the thing I heard from the time I came in this door to the time I got in my seat this morning was keep fighting. From all of them, keep fighting. And the reason South Carolina is strong is because you hear that we believe so. You know, I've got to give it to Governor Sanders. Probably every governor in the country would have walked into a convention like this and played nice, at least for a few minutes. But he can't, because he believes in something. And he sees a lot at stake here. And it's about principles, it's about doing the things that work, it's about common sense, it's about something that's worth fighting for. And the reporters are here will look at us and say, gosh, there's terrible disagreements within the Republican Party. But we're all standing here under that creed that we recited when we first got here, that says what we believe. And we're standing here under a very big tent. And that center pole is freedom. That center pole makes room for everyone in America. But when people under that tent or any tent decide it's their point of view that they're going to take to Washington, and they're going to use the force of government to force their point of view down every one of the rest of us, they don't fit in the Republican team. That the Democrats have gone to the left of Europe. There is a large gap, and there is a lot of room under that tent of freedom for people who have very diverse views, but it made us prosperous and made us good. And that's what we're here fighting for. We're not trying to limit our numbers. We're trying to reach out to every American and remind them why we're great as a nation and why the Republican Party is carrying that banner of freedom. What we're doing here today is fighting for the very essence of who we are as a country. And I'm honored to serve with people like Governor Sanders and Lindsey Graham. They have no power at all, no influence at all, without you. Without you taking the message that we've got here today. We're coming together to unite around and taking it out to all corners of South Carolina. But when you do, when we speak clearly, forcefully, about those things that we believe, that those things we're committed to, that I can guarantee you that not only a majority of South Carolinians, but a large majority of South Carolinians, of all races, of all creeds, Republican, independents, those old Reagan Democrats, they're ours if we go out and tell them the truth. And I appreciate enough. When I leave Washington every week, I am drained because I feel like I'm fighting against the tide. But when I come home to South Carolina, I realize there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. Next week, I'm the starter at the Coca-Cola 600. Practice it one time, and this goes for what we're getting ready to do when you leave the convention today. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.